We're working to May. Well, a big sad day. First off, Merry Christmas Eve, or I think it's all the holidays. So, happy holidays, I guess. Merry Christmas Eves. Today we're gonna be taking a look at the end of Imperium. So this is the final 3 issues of Imperium magazine, which is a real shame. This has been really fun. I've been super looking forward to it. Like every month coming in, you got a lot of really cool stuff in the set. Both the sides, the Necrons and the Space Marines, got a lot of really cool stuff. It's really been fantastic. So today we're going to take a look at issues 88, 89, and the final issue, issue 90. Also, assuming I have the energy, we're going to build the Dreadnought afterwards. Because I've been really looking forward to building the Dreadnought. So we're gonna... And I wanted to do something extra, because we're an magazine short this month. It's only 3 issues instead of 4. And, I don't know. I want to do something special for the end of it. So let's see what we got. We got what looks like some leg parts and some body parts there. A couple of panels and stuff. Then we got big honking base. That's a chunky base. Look at that. It's fucking big. Let's see. Imperium. Arjak Rockfist. The chosen champion of Logan Grimnar, Arjak Rockfist. It's one of the mightiest warriors in the galaxy. Colossal even by the standards of the Adeptus Astartes, his raw strength is matched only by his loyalty to Chapter and Chapter Master. Okay, cool. Yeah. I don't know how you're a giant in, like, mass-produced armor, but okay. Wow, man. Whoever came up with these names. Hello! Could you imagine being born as Harold Deathwolf? Like, really? Fuck, man. Harold, like, the name is so edgy and cringy, it's painful to say. Harold Deathwolf is the lord of the Deathwolves, I didn't guess, and greatest hunter in the chapter. It is said that his senses are so keen that he can smell fear. Fuck. Stop, it's so cringy. Why so cringy? His great company includes a host of wolf beasts, both cybernetic and organic. The largest of these beasts serves as steeds for Harold and his company's elite. We do have a cool picture of a wolf monster, but Jesus Christ. Alright, let's see. We got some stuff on Tyranid Bioswarm. Breakdown of different weapons. That's kind of cool. Rending Claws, Bone Swords, Devourers, Spine Fists. Got a thing on a War Zone. Metallica's Fate. We've got Eternal Duty, which I'm guessing is a story about a Dreadnought, because that would be very fitting since that's what came with this issue. Space Marine serves for life and is only granted release from his duties by honorable death in combat. Those wounded or crippled beyond the ability to serve are granted a swift death, or should they be judged heroic enough, entombed within the body of a Dreadnought. It's a neat piece of art. It's very, like, smeary. I like that. Yeah, so we got a short story about a Dreadnought. There's a different kind of Dreadnought that's now... these are now legends, which fucking blows my mind because they're like the classic Dreadnought. A thing on Trajan Valoris, and then how to paint our Dreadnought. So yeah, Dreadnoughts used to be much smaller. These new ones are like gigantic in comparison, which is kind of crazy. Boom, Oh, movable pieces. In the war on Dajala. Emperor protects. Yeah, that will be our dreadnought. We should be building him today. Moving on. 89. It has Bald Lady and her pet dragon. This is a cool model. This is one of those Inquisitors that's used like all the time for kit bashes. Like for people to make their own custom Inquisitor. A lot of people base off this one. The pet dragon is really neat. I'm not a fan of the Bald Lady's head. I'll be completely honest, because she's got like this weird thing in the middle there. It's like some kind of like, I don't know, like gem or something, and it's really weird. Not a fan of it though. The dragon's legit though. Yeah, you can see it in the art there. See, she's got this weird like stamp in the middle of her head. That's just weird. So I'm not into that. So I will probably build this model and then head swap her to something else. Kyria Draxus has spent her career scouring the galaxy for intelligence on the Necron foe and foiling their plots. She is radical and not above allying with other Xenos races should her goals align with theirs. This attitude put her at odds with many of her fellow Inquisitors. Yet with the Silent King forces in the ascendancy, Drax's expertise will surely prove vital in the conflicts to come. Yeah, you can tell she's a radical Inquisitor because she's using a alien gun, and she just stuck a purity seal on it. It's kind of funny. Battlefield record. Yeah, I hate that head stamp. It's so stupid looking. The emergence of the Great Rift shook the leagues of Votan to their foundations. Entire holds disappeared in warp storms. Trade routes were severed and the kin were driven into new conflicts. Cool. And I guess we got a story about Inquisitor Draxus. No agent of the Imperium despises the Necrons with such intensity as Lord Inquisitor Kyria Draxus. Pursuing leads that may alert her to the Necron's next target, Draxus and her companion, Shang, explore the ruins of an invaded world now utterly devoid of life. My brain was skimming through the story really fast because I was curious if the dragon was named Shang, and it is. I looked at the dragon is apparently named Shang. Oh, there's Luminar Zeros. He's our character from the next one. It's kind of cool he shows up in this. So there's a character in X-Men. I think it's a character named Kitty Pryde. And she has this pet dragon. And like it turns out the dragon is like from a race of super smart aliens or something. And they all like come to all the other dragon things like come to this planet and they're like, bro, why are you naked like living as this lady's pet? And the answer is basically like, I'm a kinky fucker, and that's just really funny to me. So whenever I see her dragon, it makes me think of that. Alright, there's how to summon our dragon lady. Here's how to paint our dragon lady. Let me get some stats. What? Interesting. Because it didn't actually give you the colors to actually do her like the box art. they painted the dragon in blue. Interesting. Alright. And we got another little story. And the last issue, Illuminor Zeros. I am a little annoyed Illuminor Zeros is in this issue because I actually bought Illuminor Zeros because I thought he wasn't going to be in this magazine, and then they added on. But Imperial Victory. We get a hobby decision maker. Okay, let's see. Select a faction. Have you built the full collection? Have you painted the full collection? Play. Have you deployed every unit in battle? Read. That's not a very good decision maker. They literally all just come down the same path. That's not how these things are supposed to work. It's literally just the same shoot. Ay. Neat piece of art, though. Oh. I mean, alright, I can't give them shit. They did do 90 issues. Okay? So, I can't give them shit for one dumb thing. Are they same size? Oh no. Dreadnought's bigger. Alright, got a big base for our boy Illuminor Zeros. He's a big crab man who's like sucking the soul out of some dude on the ground. Really cool model. He's like some kind of weird, crazy, like, experimenter. It's fun stuff. There he is. Oh. We'll look at that at the end. Illuminor Zeros, Master Technologist. This model actually came out before 9th edition release. He was like the prelude to 9th edition coming out. It was kind of neat. Because they announced him and everyone was like, holy shit, look at that Necron, that's crazy. And then they were like, here's a whole bunch of Necrons that look like that. It was kind of neat. It was a really cool way to do it. He was a really nice hype piece because he's like super cinematic model. And you'll only ever want one Illuminor Zeros in your army, so him being like crazy thematic like this, and like this crazy like kind of diorama-y kind of pose thing is cool, right? Like if he was a regular troop, this would be really crap because you don't want like your regular troops to be like in super unique poses like this. But since he's not, since he's a unique character, it's really cool. A cryptek of vast intelligence and ambition, Illuminor Zeros seeks to master the secrets of life itself and ascend to true godhood. There's a lot of art for Illuminor Zeros. Then we got instructions on how to build him. He's got a bunch of little crabby arms and stuff. He's a big old crab boy. And then painting all kinds of stuff for all the blood and the goop. Highlighting. All kinds of stuff there. Look at that. They're really giving you all the steps to go to town on Illuminor Zeros. It's the last model. It's pretty cool. Then you can play Assault on the Pylon. Congratulations, you've completed the Warhammer 40,000 Imperium collection and taken your steps into the wider world of the Warhammer hobby. Excellent future of collecting, painting, and gaming awaits. So yeah, very nice. Really cool magazine. Very early Christmas. Christmas in the other hemisphere. Hello. Yeah, same to you, man. What's happening? I saw you message me on Discord, and I did not get a chance to respond. I was going to send you the freaking rat mist thing from TTS. I did not get a chance to send it yet. Alright, last thing in here is an ad for Stormbringers, which is the AOS magazine. Kind of cool. You get a Krondus, that's pretty neat. The Fist of Drakgork. Oh, that's kind of cool. I have a bunch of Gut Rippers and a bunch of Stormcast boys already, though. So not as super interesting as what's it called, but still neat, though. Still cool. Oh, yeah, it was just me trying to get Christmas. Oh, yes. Thankfully, you know what? I have not actually heard that, thankfully. I have avoided like all of the Christmas carols this year. Like a little bit of Christmas Carol is good, but yeah, for whatever reason, they just have not been around. All right, so let's build our Robo Boy. And yeah. All right, we got our base. And we can start working on the Robo Boy. So 92 and 85. But yeah, Imperium has been a good magazine. You got Manius Kalgar, you got Rabute Gilliman, you're modeling strong with the stuff you're showing right now. A game that everyone says not to think about. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, yeah. I'm having a brain fart, apparently. There it is. Yeah. Just gonna work through some of the Imperium stuff. Figure out. So I've been building the Necrons as I go along. I have not finished painting all of them, but I have majority of them painted from this magazine. We need 9 and 7. Yeah, I've got majority of them painted of the Necrons, so I need to finish those up. And then I need to and then I'm going to work on the Space Marines. And usually I do like Rainbow Marines, where like you get all kinds of different Space Marines in the same group. This time I think I'm just going to do pure Space Wolves. I think that sounds like fun. Just doing pure Space Wolves. So are you looking forward to the new year? I am. It's going to be good. I've got a nice couple of chill weeks. And then all hell's breaking loose for the entire month of January. So, but this week and next week I have nice relaxing weeks. Before that happens, so in January everything is going completely insane. I've got work trips and so much shit to do. It's gonna be completely nutter. But still good, but super fucking busy. Looking forward to the Battletech Mercenaries box next year. My new hobby to-do list for New Year's resolutions. Nice! Yeah, the Mercenaries box is going to be awesome. I can't wait till they ship it out. Over at Armchair, they did the Battletech painting thing. It's pretty cool. Wait, how the fuck what does this do, actually? What is this? What? Oh, weird. Wait. Okay, and GW, I'm not putting these fucking cables on next. God, what are these fucking instructions, GW? Tell me to put the backpack on and then put the cables on. Ay, ay, ay. What else was I thinking? Fallout Wasteland. Fallout Wasteland. Is that the one by Modifius? I think, right? It's like the Fallout game that's like super narrative driven. Because that one looks cool. It looks very cool. I don't think anywhere in Ireland sells it, which is kind of sad. But it does look really neat. I heard it is a lot of fun too. The one of the YouTubers I watch is a guy named Ashens, and he plays it with another YouTuber, and it's supposed to be really fun. And the Fallout universe is just great. It's really good. There's gonna be a TV show for that soon, which I have not been following a lot of, but like when they put out a bunch of pictures for it, and like when that happened, like everyone and their brother was spamming the internet for them, so I couldn't help but see them. And they looked pretty good, to be honest. The ghouls looked a little weird, but I think that's just the nature of trying to bring like a video game thing to reality. But yeah, the rest of it looked pretty good. Such is life in the job force, but you got a good couple of weeks off before the trips. Well, not off. I still have to work, but definitely much calmer. So that will be really nice. I've had a super chill weekend actually this weekend. It's been super dope. I've just been kind of like hanging out at home, which has been really good because my puppo's been sick, so it's been really nice to have like the time to stay home and stuff. But yeah, such is life. You gotta keep being able to afford toys and house and stuff, so I gotta do it, you know? Plus all the trips will actually be for a good thing. I'm helping somebody bring a bunch of like accessibility stuff out here to Hawaii, so to make people's lives and jobs a little bit easier. So that's pretty cool. Pretty hyped about that. I actually got I got a big award for accessibility this year for helping people with like making their jobs better and stuff. Let's see. Yep, the Tabletop Warfare Indoor RPG game. Yeah, I saw your model's kick-ass. I really love the dark colors you use that you used Use not clan. I like clan mechs. Clan mechs are cool. I just used the stuff from the Snords box because it all had to be from like one box set, you know. And yeah, I was really happy with how they came out. They're based on the bad guys from. There's a story called Foxtails, and it's a bunch of short stories about this girl, about how she starts her own mercenary company, and it's really good. I like super enjoyed it. I read it on the plane when I was going to PAX, and super enjoyed it. So my models are based on that. Because in the first battle that they have, there's a hostile mercenary group that they fight, and they have these like shitty like trash can mechs. God, the numbers on this thing are all over the place. Here's 91, right? There's 63, number 3. Like the fuck, GW. But yeah, so it was based on like the hostile like trash can marauder mechs. There's like a bunch of like bandits essentially that try to rob this town, and the main character like stands them up and like drives them off. Actually, she murders the living fuck out of them, but you know what I mean. Same difference, you know. Wish these numbers were in some kind of fucking order. Like, god damn. But yeah, my models are based on that. That's why they have all the troops and stuff hanging off of them. It's like it's a thing from the story. Let's see what else we got. It's skirmish size, tape fallout, blah blah blah. 40k in Conquest AOS, but they're Ranger forces because of upgrading, picking Necromunda. There are different rule sets, RPG, 2D2, 2D20 system, competitive turning style system, and narrative system. I'm just giddy they put in Charon as a model character in the game. He's my favorite. I like, okay, and then we get into Battletech stuff. Fallout. I'm trying to remember who Charon is. Is that the big super mutant with the bird from Fallout 3? Is that who that is? But yeah, very cool. It looks like a fun game. There's a lot of like cards and dice and stuff in that, which makes it really hard to like play on the channel, right? Just kind of one of the reasons I never picked up a copy, because I can't really play it here, right? If you wanted to play it, I would pick up a Force for it, but it's one of those things that I just like. How the hell is this supposed to fit? It's one of those things that I can't play on the channel by myself, just because it's sort of like Star Wars Legion. I can't really play Legion by myself, as much as I love Star Wars Legion. It's just too much like paperwork and dice and stuff by myself, with streaming and all. It's too much to do by myself. So the Fallout game's the same. But if you wanted to play it, I'd put a Force together for you. We could. I think there's like a co-op mode in it, right? Oh, Charon is the ghoul merc. Okay. Whenever I think of a ghoul companion, I think of the one with a really weird Mexican accent from New Vegas. The like mechanic guy. He was cool. Trying to just blast him. that how that's supposed to go? It's a really weird piece. Okay. Such a weird model so far, to be honest. Like, I feel like some of this should be like clicking in, and it's just like not. Right? Like there's. There we go. Yes, okay, there it is. Yeah, really weird. Really weird. Raul, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, he was cool. Oh, fuck, I thought it was also, God, that's a really weird fucking connection on the bottom of this thing. Weird. And this. Weird. Alright, let's see. I didn't hear you said. Story I never played too much of New Vegas, and the popular opinion felt to be more memorable than New Vegas. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm down to play some if you want. I don't know anything about it, but if you want to play, we can. I have to figure out how to put a force together, but it shouldn't be hard to figure out. Oh. Plus, we can always play Battletech, which is fun. We were, to be honest, this weekend actually feels really good. Because this weekend is the first weekend when I don't have like a ton of shit to do. Because this is the first weekend our other house sold. So, because we moved houses. So, this weekend is my first actual weekend of like relaxation and just doing whatever the hell I want, and it's really, really nice. Me and Brian have been playing a bunch of game. It's been super, super good. Super good. Okay, these instructions are really fucking weird. Okay. Alright, so we put that on there. These go on the sides. We need these dongers here to attach the guns to. It's like Fallout 3 better than New Vegas. To be honest, I played a lot more Fallout 3 than New Vegas. I really like the beginning setup of New Vegas. I think it does a really good job of like pulling you into the story, because New Vegas actually kind of like funnels you in a direction. Like it's not as open as like Fallout 3 is. Fallout 3 is much more open and kind of cool with like Megaton and stuff right when you come out, right? Because you come out and then usually you would go to Megaton right as soon as you come out of the vault, after you do all the vault stuff, and then there's all kinds of different places that go from there. But in New Vegas, you largely you get dug up after being shot in the head, and then you're in that little town whose name I don't remember. Yeah, this is a really weird model. Nothing feels like it fits exactly like it should, which is really weird for GW. There we go. Is that how she's supposed to go? Yeah, that's how she's supposed to go. I think. Okay, whatever fuckhead said put this fucking thing on first in the instructions. Seriously, dude, go fuck yourself. Because this bottom piece is a fucking nightmare. Alright. Pulling that off. But yeah, so in Fallout New Vegas, you come out after getting shot in the head, and you're in that kind of like rundown town, and you do the stuff with the lady where you shoot all the geckos. That's kind of cool, right? It's all nice little bit of story there. You can go in the schoolhouse, and there's like some bugs to fight and whatnot. Such a weird thing to build there, how that goes together. Guess those go right there. Alright, we'll figure those out. Those can go later. Yeah, and then let's see what happens in Fallout 3. You do all the stuff in the vault, then you go to Megaton, usually, or you could go like there's that big Walmart thing that you can go through. Yeah, and there's all the stuff with like the war with the super mutants and stuff, and Liberty Prime, and there's all the stuff with the Enclave. Yeah, I agree. I think Fallout 3 is cooler. The setup was really good. More of the characters are memorable than Fallout 3, but Fallout 3 is open and you live with the character's life starting from a baby. You can go to Megaton, or if you wander around enough for the time, you can skip anything and just end up fighting Daddy Vault Warrior by your chance. Seeing Caesar's Legion for this time is a really great moment too. Yeah, so New Vegas, I think the reason so many people like it is it does a really good job channeling you into the story. Because when you come out of that city in New Vegas, you actually can't really go north, because you're going to get like absolutely murdered, right? Because it's like Deathclaw country. So you really can't go north to New Vegas, right? It looks like you can on the map, but it's like, unless you know what you're doing, you're probably not going to do that. So what'll happen is you'll go south, go into that town that's been taken over by like by like the powder gangers or whatever the fuck they're called. And then you'll meet the NCR. And that's like, and then from there you go to that town that's been taken over by Caesar. And it's a really nice introduction, right? Because the town that's been taken over by Caesar, everyone will always try to fight the Caesar guys, and they're intended to be like a ludicrously hard fight that you lose. To really like introduce, like, man, I hate these characters. So that's a really nice thing, right? And then you keep going up and around, and you have some kind of like more open exploration. Then eventually you get to New Vegas. And that's a really nice setup and good. But I do like the openness of Fallout 3 feels more Fallout-y to me, I guess, right? That makes sense? I like that a lot. Because you kind of get like, I don't know, like you get this really nice like exploration vibe from the beginning. And the scene where you come out of the vault and the light is really bright, and then your eyes like adjust to it and everything becomes clear, that's like a super, super fucking iconic scene. So yeah, I agree. I think Fallout 3 is better. 100% agree. I will say, I'm going to have the super unpopular opinion. I actually like Fallout 4 better than all of them. I know everybody and their brother hates Fallout 4, but I like Fallout 4 much better. Not because, you know, the others are bad, but I don't know. I just think it's really neat. The whole part where you're like running to the vault and all the stuff with hunting down the mercenary. I mean, where you get dog meat, fucking, that makes me laugh every single time I play that game. You know, when you pick him up at the Red Rocket, like, oh well, I can't play that game and not laugh at that every single time. And it's fun. You can dress dog meat up. That's cool. And there's probably other companions too, but I never use them. So they probably exist, but I don't fucking know. I only ever use dog meat, man. Alright. So there we go. And then this goes on. This is, you know what? I looked at these instructions and I was like, this is going to go together really easy. This has been a really fucking weird build. Like, a lot harder than I would expect it to be for such big chunky pieces, to be honest. Like, something big like this, I'd expect it to pop together really quick, but man, the way some of these bits fit is just really strange. See, like that? Like, that could fit into a different place, but that's not where it's supposed to go. And the question is, do I want to magnetize these front guns? And if so, how do I want to magnetize them? There we go. Alright. Big chunky boy body done. We can put some extra... There's some armor panels there we can put on him. I think I actually have Space Wolf specific armor panels that I can 3D print. So I think I'm going to not do that. Yeah, I think I'm not going to put those armor panels on yet because I think I have Space Wolf specific ones. Because I have... Okay, hold on. Hold on, it's Dreadnought time. Okay. So, I have this boy from the other game that came out. What is that called? Leviathan. Right, this is the guy from Leviathan with the rocket pod and the big lasers gun. And I've got a Space Wolf dong cover for him, loincloth, like that. And then I've got this part here which goes on top, like that. So he's got a little bit of Space Wolf, like cool little bits and bobs for him. So I've got those. And then for this guy, so far I have a shoulder panel with like a wolf skull and some fur and some trinkets and stuff on it. And then I've got this. And I think this goes right there in place of one of the existing pieces of armor. Yeah, I think it goes there in place of this piece. So I think we will not put that piece on. And I think these I think I have Space Wolf pieces for those if I want to use them too. I don't know if I want to yet, but... And these I could magnetize these in, but I don't see much point in aiming them around. I'll just put them in for now. We'll think about it. Yeah, I think I might just glue those in, to be honest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that goes like that. Alright, so what goes there? Let's see. What goes there? The front of the sarcophagus goes there. There we go. Alright. Ugh. But yeah. Just really enjoying this time. Man, it's really good. And to chill. Got tomorrow off. It's dope AF. So yeah, I think it's that, and then I think I have pieces here too that I might do, but I don't know yet. I think it might be with a couple other pieces in that. I think I might be content with this to be Space Wolfy enough, but we'll see. So right now we'll keep that armor off. All right, let's see what else. We've got different fronts for the things, so they can have pew pew gunny guns. So they can have pew pew boys. Like my other one has pew pew boys. It's got the machine guns. Or it can have some kind of rocket pod, it looks like. Where's the rocket pod? There's the rocket pod. I don't know which one I want to do. You could easily magnetize these. I don't know if there's super value in it, given that I'm not really playing like competitive 40k. And stuff doesn't 100% have to be WYSIWYG, but he is going to get a rocket pod on the top. So maybe we'll do the shooty boys, and then we'll do the rocket pod on the top. It'd be cool if on top he had like a mounted gun and you could put a Space Marine up there. Like, that would be cool as shit. Like up on the top instead of this rocket pod. Oh fuck, can I do that? That would be really cool. Oh, that would be super cool actually. Man, dude. So many, that would be really cool. I think I have a heavy bolter mounted gun too I could put up there. Alright, well we're not going to put the top gun on now either. Ugh. Damn you, kit bashing. The idea of having a guy right on top with like a mounted gun is really cool though. It's probably a little bit more of an orky thing than a Space Marine thing, but I could totally see Space Wolves doing it. See that 100%, you know? You know, there's very little difference between a ride into Valhalla and I ride into Valhalla shiny and chrome, you know? Very little difference there. Alright. Now you could magnetize this waist so you could spin the top if you wanted to. Very easily. However, I don't know if there's value in it. Because the top's going to be really heavy once you put like the arm weapons and stuff on. So I think if I magnetized it, it might actually be worse off than leaving it static. Because like this guy's pretty light. But even if his top was magnetized, I think he would go shh and spin. So. Alright. So to be honest, my kind of New Year's plan this year is to play a lot of indie games. Last year I tried pretty hard to get into like AOS, right? And I just, you know, the GW rule sets I think are just not for me. So my goal this year is to play a lot of indie games. I really kind of like focus on that. Like I want to play a lot of Frostgrave. I want to play a lot of Dead Zone. My friend Chris, who's in chat, I'll happily play Fallout with him. And Battletech. Battletech is a god tier game. Fucking love that game. Yeah. Looking forward to trying out Kings of War on the channel. I also really want to play Lunar. So I think I will probably be making up a space board. I will probably not do it as the moon though. I'm probably actually going to do it as Mars. Because I think that carries over for a bunch of other games really nice. And then I could also use that for Genosian terrain for like Star Wars Legion or something. And I think that would be cool AF. So there we go. It's like, don't glue. Well, how the fuck else do you expect me to put it together if I don't glue it? Jackhole. If I don't glue it, it's gonna fall the fuck apart. Oh. All right. We got a whole bunch of these. These the ones I need or no? I think so, yeah. But yeah. Gonna play some Frostgrave, gonna play some Battletech. I will also be playing Bangarang in the Gunnerlands. I'll be playing that on the channel. It's the free miniatures game made by Bill Making Stuff. And it looks awesome. It looks really fun. Really fun. Kind of like 4-person game, right? It seems like the perfect game to play with kids. Not that I have kids, but it's worth mentioning because I think that's cool, right? Like that kind of accessibility I think is super important in hobbying, right? Making it so that kind of like everyone can get to enjoy a thing is super good. And I think a lot more important than people probably realize. Because like piece number 60, huh? I don't know. Life kind of sucks sometimes, you know? And I think everyone can use a little escape, little fun thing to do, something to focus on when they're making their bead bots or whatever, you know? I think that's really important. A very like powerful kind of thing. Freaking weird, man. This dreadnought is legitimately one of the weirdest things I think I've ever built. Like the pieces that they're choosing to like call out as separate and stuff, very strange. Right? Like there's clearly something that goes in there, but they didn't have me do that part first. So weird. So weird. And it's still a cool model, don't get me wrong. I'm not like being like, this model's trash. It's a very cool model. But just the way it goes together is very strange. And not like, I don't know, I build a lot of models, right? Build a lot of Gunpla. Like, this thing is not going together in a way that I would expect, I guess. Let's see. Maybe it's built to give just like a ton of options, maybe. Because like these legs are like ambidextrous here. I think that's for posing, to be honest. I don't super want it in any other pose besides kind of like standing, but and that. Fits in there like that. Oh, it's even not for posing because there's a freaking tab there. If you want to pose your dreadnought different, clip that fucking tab off. It doesn't really have that much room. Yeah, because I put it on, it actually goes. This is actually the front. Yeah. Weird, okay. Weird, weird, weird. This thing just continues to be fucking bizarre. Still a cool model, I'm not complaining, but Jesus. Fuck, it's weird. Like how it goes together. And these. Okay, real talk, GW, these pieces need to go in last. If you get even a little bit of glue, they're fucking impossible to rotate around, honey. Ay, 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 GW. Alright, I'm gonna put his ass on. Where's his ass at? Let's see. I'm gonna do the front of the legs too. But yeah, should be a good year for gaming. Hopefully gonna get out and play more this year. To be honest, I've been pretty drained this year. I know I say this every year that this year was really hard and taxing, but I mean, it's true, man. Gonna be honest. After COVID, I have not had the social energy I had before. Like, even the idea of like going to the game shop for an entire evening is just so draining. You know? Like, even just thinking about it, much less actually doing it. Jesus. Oh, there we go. Like, yeah. It's tough, you know? Especially when you don't... Because, like, I don't really play GW games anymore. I haven't for the last year, right? I played one game of Warcry, and I played... I played one game of AOS, and I played one game of Warcry. And, like, that was it for all of 2023. Maybe I played a couple games of Warcry. But that's like all I played, right? And that's fine. That's not a bad thing, right? It's just when you play stuff that's like a little bit outside the norm, right? That isn't a GW thing. It's harder to find people to play with, you know. Like there's not really a, you know, there's not like a Kings of War night at the local hobby shop, you know. And that's not a commentary on the local hobby shop. I mean, they're great. That's a commentary on the fact that just like it's just not as popular as a game. You know what I mean? People have started playing Battletech around here though, which is pretty cool. I should start going out and playing with them, to be honest. But you know, it does really drain that social battery, you know. After working a whole week and taking care of the house and dogs and dog and my husband and everything, like, you know, it's you know, it's challenging, right? Like having the energy to do that kind of stuff. Especially when you have to, like, in addition to that, like, you know, champion the game you want to play, you know, because you don't want to play 40k. You know, it's tough. That's a whole nother level of interaction, you know. But hopefully we'll have more energy in the new year. We can make something cool. That's what I'm hoping anyway. That is what I am hoping. I'm also trying to figure out how to, because I kind of want to make this foot like walking, to be honest. I do like that, and then like that, and then put that one. Let's see if that works. Let's clip that bottom nub off. So the reason I'm clipping the nubs off is because the nubs are there to give it extra support, but you can get additional poses and stuff out of things if you remove the nubs usually. Ugh. That's not bad. Not bad pose, not bad pose. Kind of got a saunter going on as his toe falls off. I don't think it's bad at all. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks pretty good. Ugh, but yeah, should be a good year. I'm really looking forward to it. To be honest, this last year, while very tiring, was also an extremely good year. I got a new house. I had a lot of success at work. I got to help a lot of people. I got to make a lot of cool shit. You know, that's pretty good. I mean, that's like really all you can ask for. You know what I mean? I got to make a lot of cool shit both at home and at work, right? Sure, I did my Conquest guys. I did that big space otter. I did my spinning dead zone table. Like, I legitimately don't think there's a cooler dead zone table than the one I made. I legitimately don't think one exists. Alright, let's see. Is that working? Fuck. That was. Alright, let's try again. But yeah, really good stuff. Oh, a little bit of a struggling year, but you know, every year is a challenge, really. Like, it's extra stress and stuff, and the other house flooding and all that nonsense, right? Like, right, there's always that kind of stress. But it was still a really good year. I feel like I got to do a lot of good stuff. Help a lot of people. Did a lot of outreach this year, which is nice. You know? I got to introduce a lot of kids to like the kind of development that I do. You know, got to teach them about data science and front-end development, and it was really good. Really good, you know? Had a cool big impact on a lot of projects and stuff this year. Made a bunch of stuff people all over the world use. We'll let him sit and glue. That's apparently what he needs to do. We'll let that be for a minute. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? So we got some leg armor to put on there still, but he's still gluing. So we'll go ahead and we'll cut that out and put that with him. We just won't put it on yet. So he gets caps at the end. And there we go. And then he gets those. One of these. And then we start building the arm. So he gets one normal arm and one gun arm. To be honest, I want to build the gun arm first. I'm in a gun arm kind of mood. So let's see. He can have a plasma gun or he can have a Gatling gun. I think the choice of it being a Gatling gun is very clear, I think. Annoyingly, they both use piece number 68. If they didn't, you could build both. Alright, let's take a look at it. So there's the plasma gun. Yeah, the Gatling gun is just cooler. I'll build a Gatling gun. So it's one of those things where, like, partly in games like this, I don't always want to build Gatling guns because they never, ever, ever have enough storage for the ammunition, right? Like the thing about Gatling guns is that they fire so many rounds so quickly that, like, you know, it's just completely insane. But lots of times when you see them, they'll have these tiny little box magazines, and it's like that would be gone in like 2 seconds. Like, if you've ever seen a cross section of a A10 Warthog, right? That thing is literally a flying gun. Like, it's not a plane, it's a gun that flies. The entire thing. Like, the barrel goes like all the way under the cockpit to like the middle of the plane. It's literally a giant flying gun. And it's cool as hell, don't get me wrong. But, like, you know, that thing's famous for the Gatling gun on it, and, like, even that, like, can't do, like, insane sustained fire. You know what I mean? So, like, this dreadnought would walk out on the battlefield, and he'd be like, "Brrr," and that would be it. And then he'd be done. He'd be completely spent. He wouldn't be able to use his main weapon anymore. Let's see, where's 68 at? That's a shoulder piece. There's 68. Yeah, it does look like we only get 2 of them. Damn it. They really should have thrown another one in here. Then you'd be able to build both guns and just swap the arms in and out. Now, this thing does have pegs. You could pop those pegs off and drill them out and replace them with magnets. That's a thing you could do. Is it a thing you should do? I don't know. Why? Because the gun's going to be probably heavier than the magnets can hold upright, so he'll probably have droopy gun. Nobody wants a droopy gun. So that will be a problem. See that? Put some there like that. Yeah, Gatling gun's a cooler choice, especially given that the other guy's a las gun. The other dreadnought I showed off earlier. You could also make the barrels on this spin by cutting a magnet and putting it in there. And while that's funny, I don't think it's necessarily needed. Wait, does this not connect? Does that not go like that? Yeah, it does. Mine just bent or something? Yes, it is. Weird, okay. Weird. Yeah, my piece there is just bent. Let's see, then it also gets 36. Let's see, let's find 36. There it is right there. Oh, 35, sorry. 35, and he gets number 37, which is right next to it. Okay. All right. Yeah, that piece is gonna bust it up, to be honest. It might be I have to put some tape on that one while it glues kind of piece. But yeah, should be a good year. You know, it's another nice opportunity. I get another year to do some good, to make some cool shit, to help some people. Like, really don't get better than that, to be honest, you know? That probably sounds super tacky and cheesy, but it's true though, man. Yeah, it's gonna need a bit of tape on it. We'll try holding it for a sec, see if she works, but yeah, it's gonna need a bit of tape on it. Maybe it worked. Maybe. Some of those seams. Oh. But yeah, I'm always hesitant to do Gatling guns on these. For that ammo reason. Because the Warhound Titan, it can fire its gun for something like 10 seconds. Like, someone sat down and did the math on it, and they're like, this giant machine of war could fire its gun for 10 seconds. Because they like counted out the size of the ammunition box and then the size of the shells that are in the link. And it's funny because the description of the gun for the Warhound Titan talks about how it's so big, someone loads the ammunition with a crane into the gun from the magazine, right? And it's like, it's not that big. It's not that big at all. Scale, how does it work? Let's see, that's the other arm. This is our cut arm. But you know what? Fuck it. We'll do the Gatling gun and we'll just use RoboCop logic, where he never actually has to reload. Every time this guy goes into battle, I'll just think to myself, da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. Be singing that RoboCop tune. 67, 69. Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. I'm also apparently running out of glue, which is a very bad thing. There we go. Chunk, chunk. is this? Oh, it goes like that. Okay. There we go. All right, and this. We'll be able to get some cool poses out of the arms, at least. As the legs are built like they should be mega posable, but they, you'd have to chop and change them a little bit if you wanted anything like super dynamic, like him like kneeling or something like that. What you doing, pupper? I hear you tippy tapping. I hear you tippy tapping, mister. Ugh. Alright, and that will go in there like that. And that will be his Gatling gun arm. Let's see this. And that'll be what he looks like there. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue these in. I don't have alternates, so there's not much point in magnetizing them. It's built like there should be alternates, but there's not. So the only thing that actually alternates on these is the front panel. The guns themselves don't alternate. But they're built like they're supposed to have a magnet hole in them. Alright. I guess let's glue our boy down while we got him. There we go. And then this arm will be like that. Oh man, I'm off camera. He's really leaning into that DACA. And we'll hit this with a little bit of glue just to fix her in place. And this is going to be his shoulder armor for right there. Oh shit, maybe we'll have to put it on this side. Huh, let me see. Let's find one of those shoulder pieces. How are they supposed to sit? That? Really? It's really weird. Yeah, so it'd have to be... I guess that would be pretty close to correct. If we put it on this side though, you can see the skull really well. Which should be cool. Alright, we'll see. We won't put it on yet. I guess let's build the other... Let's build that hand, I guess. Then he'll be like It'll be like that. Maybe I'll print out another one of these loincloths and like mirror it so it's going the other way maybe. I don't know. Alright. Oh, I guess let's do the armor on the legs. Let's do that. Okay. Does he have armor in his legs? He does. Okay. I was about to say, if he doesn't have armor in his legs, I might actually leave it off. I think he looks pretty good without it. Big old walking box. Big old walking box. You know, if I had to do the design aesthetic for the Imperium, like for myself, like if I had to design something for it, you know, I don't actually think I would have used any Gatling guns for them. I think everything would have been like old, like a Bren gun, or like a 50 cal or something. I think I would have leaned into one universal like gun aesthetic, like the bolter, right? Where it's just a big box essentially. I think I would have leaned into that. This stupid foot is being dumb. So I do like the Gatling guns, but it would have been kind of cool if like Gatling guns and that kind of stuff would have been like the Tau aesthetic, right? Like the more modern looking stuff would have been like exclusively like a Tau thing. That would be kind of cool. So I do think the because you know the Imperium's been around, right, in so many incarnations for so long that having a design aesthetic for it is really hard, right? Like one of the things they tried to do with the Primaris Marines was to try to create that design aesthetic, right? That was one of the reasons they moved to the Primaris Marines. It was not the only reason. The primary driving factor was the fact that they could trademark it. But when they couldn't trademark Space Marine, when they lost the lawsuit for that. I'll set them on his side for a minute. Oh, I'll let that foot dry a little. Alright, fill this arm. Oh. Man, we've been streaming for a while. We've been streaming for an hour and a half. We got through the end of Imperium. We've almost full built our Dreadnought. I am running out of steam though, I'll be honest. And I'm excited to go get my turkey dinner. So we will probably, after I get this arm belt, we'll probably call it. Because I think I want to kit bash this guy some. I really like the idea of like a Space Wolf riding on his back, shooting a big gun. I think that's really cool. Oh, motherfucker. You motherfucker. You actually do get two of them. You do get two of piece 68. There's another one right there. Look at that. I saw this on the sprue and I just assumed the other arm would use it, but it doesn't. Well, shit. That's really good. So you can totally full build both arms. Nice. Also, I think I forgot to put his ass on, to be honest. Building on camera is much harder than building like just by yourself, right? You do end up skipping around a lot more than you probably normally would. And it means that you forget things like putting your Dreadnought's ass on. You know? But yeah, that's cool. Alright, off to build the plasma gun too. That, and then do we have 40? Do we need 48? Yes, we need 48 too. Man, that's super cool. It's a cool kit. Really weird how they choose to put so it together, but at least it comes with all the options. It is kind of a shame though that like this and this are not the same kit, because let's be real, they're the same freaking thing. Like they're identical robots, right? Like it's kind of a shame they're not. You know, you can't just like be like, okay, I'm gonna build these arms and then they'll go on this guy, right? Because you can do that very clearly. Boom, 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 boom. Ugh. All right, let's see. What do we got? I gotta put this and this together. Did I glue this in? Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and let's pull it out. Since these arms are swappable, we might as well. We'll keep them swappable. There we go. And then this goes to here, like weird little nubs. Give me a weird little nub. That goes like that. And then we peg that in. Like that. Oh, yeah, weird. Okay. And I think technically it doesn't want us to glue that. But I'm going to. Because I don't want that little cap to fly off. And then this goes on there. Do 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 do. My nails are full of paint because I spent all day yesterday hobbying. Finished my plague though. They look really cool too. I'm really happy with them. So my plagued for Dead Zone are all done. They're all painted up to look like the proto-molecule from The Expanse. So they're all weird blue space zombies, which is pretty fun. So next time I get to play Dead Zone on the channel, we're going to be playing against the Plague. Alright. Yeah, this Dreadnought's a cutie. Cutie patootie. Really went together weird though, man, I tell you what. Go. I like that. I actually kind of really like that like sauntering pose he has. That actually turned out really well. I like that. That's got some personality. He's like swinging his hips. That's kind of cool. All right, and then this will go in there. That will be like that. We're gonna go ahead and leave it out for now because we don't want it to glue. We'll make it so all the arms are interchangeable. And then this. that piece, and then we need this finger piece. Alright, we need those two pieces, and then that over there. Then you can have a flamethrower or another Gatling gun. I'm gonna be honest, having a wrist mounted flamethrower is cool as shit and very like Boba Fett, so that's what we're gonna do. Plus, I mean, the ammo box on this Gatling gun would be even smaller. So, yeah. Just saying. He would shoot it for like a millisecond and he'd be out of ammo. Alright. Alright, so weapons we didn't put on this guy. We didn't put the gun on the top because I might try to mount a Space Wolf up there and have him firing like a heavy bolter or something instead. I didn't put the armor around the chest because I think I might 3D print some armor for that, but I don't know yet. Because the set that came from these, it's from Primal something. It's from Grey Tide Studios. It has a like entire Dreadnought like set that you can put together, and it like makes like a completely themed Dreadnought. And I was planning, since I have the two Dreadnoughts, I was planning to like kind of break it up, I guess, right? And use part of it on one set and part of it on the other. Let's see, there's still a piece of the hand I need. This one? Yeah, that one. And that way I would wind up with two, like, sort of themed Dreadnoughts. That was my plan anyway. Alright, let's see. That goes like that. You could easily build this as a right arm too. I guess you could build the other one as a left arm if you really wanted. Let's see, that goes on the inside, that goes on the outside like that. Okay. There's some glue there. And then bulk. And then this is the inner part of the hand. Dreadnought has so many guns on it. I mean, it's cool. It's also just like, goddamn, you know? Oh, and the flamethrower is going to go there. Like that. Click. Boom. And then he's got some cables. It goes into the hand. Got a big nub on those. We'll clean that off. And then put the cables on here. Bonk, bonk, bonk. There we go. Yeah, you can tell I'm running out of energy because I'm just saying what I'm doing now. So apologies for that. Streaming for a long time, man. I know this is like nothing compared to like what like streamers that stream all day do. I'm gonna be super honest though, half of them have to be on drugs. Let's be real. There's no way someone can stream for like fucking like 10 hours a day and talk constantly. Like, that's mental. Like, I don't know what they're on, but Jesus Christ, they gotta be on something, man. Now, I should have looked at what the numbers on these fingers were, because in my brain, all these fingers were all the same. That does not necessarily mean that's true. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, and then that'll go in like that. And then this one will go in over here like this. And then it will get a gun, be it the Gatling gun or the plasma gun, because apparently you can build both. And yeah, that side's going to get the wolf for sure. It's going to 100% get the wolf head. Yeah. So the other side will get a regular shoulder pad. But yeah, there we go. That's what she'll look like when she's all done. And I can break the arm entirely apart by accident. Ugh. So yeah, weird little build. Cool kit though. But man, weird little build. Just some very strange choices in the build. And he'll probably get this. Like that, and then I might 3D print the armor set for there, or I might just leave it like that and call that good. But I'm gonna call it because I am out of juice. I am super out of juice, and I am gonna go chill, and I will build his big honkin' plasma gun later, and then the rocket pod later too, because I do think the idea of having a guy right on top is really cool. And I have some, because of Imperium, I have some extra salt marine salt intercessors, and I think I could like definitely find one that would like be like standing like there, like on the back, and I could put the big heavy bolter that I have like there, and it would be like that would be super cool. Yeah, it'd be super cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. Thank you guys for watching. This was a long one today. Merry Crimbo and all that goodness. I'm going to go relax for a little bit, and then I'm going to go pick up my lunch and dinner and tomorrow's dinner. And yeah, should be good. But thank you guys for watching.